Hello lads and lassies and welcome back to my channel as I'm Mr. Mayhem. Today we'll be ranking the God of War games. Now, I just got finished God of War 3, the last one I hadn't played yet. But before we get into this, if you do enjoy this, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe for more. You can support me on Patreon, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, links in the description. So yeah, the God of War franchise is always one that I've kind of admired from afar. I've never really been into the hack and slash genre that much. I'm trying to think of like what the first one I might have played was, but I genuinely can't remember. Maybe it was Devil May Cry or something like that. I don't know, but yeah. So about when was it? Like the start of 2023, I took out my PlayStation, which I'd gotten for really cheap ages ago, just because I wanted to play the exclusives, and was going to buy all of them physically, but the prices for the discs are ridiculous. So I just bought it on the PSN store, and it took me about a year to play through them all because I played through 1 and Chains of Olympus in January last year, and only just now finished God of War 3, which is the last one I hadn't played today, and today's the 19th of April. You guys won't see this till probably November, just because of the schedule, but yeah. I want to have some thoughts. Some games I have more thoughts on than others, but we're going to get started. My first exposure to God of War was 2018. Before that, I don't think I'd ever experienced a God of War game, but we'll get onto my thoughts on 2018 in a bit. So I made notes. I haven't played this. I haven't played 1 in Chains of Olympus in over a year, but I did make notes at the time because I was going to make a video like this anyway, but then I decided just tier list it. So I have down here, these might not make sense. The combat's fun. Which it is. The combat is fun, and that formula only continues to improve as the games go on, apart from 1, but we'll get to that. I am not a fan of the platforming in God of War 1. It is not good, especially that segment at the end in Hades. That can just go fuck itself. It's awful. The rafters are awful. Just, yeah, they can go fuck themselves. I have it written down here. Yeah, overall the first one I think is good for what it is. It is very hard, but that's just a product of its time. I say very hard. It can be a bit frustrating at times, but it might just be because I'm bad. But that's the weird thing is, I remember having a really hard time with 1, not with Chains of Olympus, and then I went halfway through 2 and stopped for a year. When I came back to 2, I was fine. I didn't have issues with any of the game apart from 1, but we'll get to that, which was so strange. Like, because I remember being awful at God of War 1, and then I'm not good, but I've not had any issues with any of the rest of them, which was very strange. Yeah, it's a good first entry. I don't have much to say on the first one, really, because like I said, it's been over a year. Personally, for me, I'd probably put it in... I just realised I've not done the colours correctly here. Hang on a minute. I need to sort these, but for this, I would probably put this in... Let's put it in C for now, and we'll go from there. Next up, I didn't play this. This isn't in the order I played them. This is in the order they released, I think. So then we have God of War 2, which is a big improvement over the first. The combat is just a lot better. It feels a lot better for me personally. I prefer it over the first. Story, again, is great. Feels good. Not much to say, really. It's not my favorite, but it is better than the first one, so I'd probably put that in B tier for me. Again, I understand it's a classic. This is just my preference, so you know, I know either way people are gonna just hate on this, but I need to switch this up because this is not the way I do my tier lists. But yeah. Then we'll get to Chains of Olympus. Chains of Olympus is exactly what it says on the tin. It is a PSP game, which is kind of insane that you could play something like that on a PSP back then. Like, when I was playing through it, I was genuinely just a bit, like, surprised at how good it was for the time in terms of just being a portable game, and I had a lot of fun with it. The Gauntlet of Zeus is awesome. I had a lot of fun. I think it's the Gauntlet of Zeus, I believe. It's short, it's sweet, it's fun. I'd probably put it in C tier, maybe. I don't know. See, I kind of want to put this in B tier as well, and then put this up to 8. No. This is going in C tier. This can go in C tier as well behind God of War 1. It's probably on the same level. Not for the same reasons, though. I think this is a bit weaker. Where's my Chains of Olympus thoughts? Yeah, it's short, fun, nowhere near as much bullshit as God of War 1, as I put. It was way easier than God of War 1. Impressive for a PSP game. I had over 100,000 orbs when I finished the game. That's something I've noticed about, as the games go on, it gets easier to max out your stuff by the end of the game, or maybe I just wasn't trying. But yeah, the Infinity Gauntlet is overpowered. It's just really good. Yeah, I would probably put it. Ooh, I don't know. I liked it more than the first one, but I'm gonna put it here just to be safe. It's in the same rank, but I think it's better. Just I enjoyed it more. Then, yeah, I know. Sue me. Then, we have. Oh, hang on. God of War 3. I actually want to get onto that as the last one I do because I have thoughts. God of War Goes to Sparta. It's much and such the same as Chains of Olympus, although I think it's a bit worse. Personally, I just find that the setting is more interesting in Chains of Olympus than it is Ghost of Sparta. I still think Ghost of Sparta is good. I'd probably put it here. I think they're about the same, to be honest. That's what I've got in my notes, is they're pretty much the same. It's another solid portable entry that I think is just quite impressive. So yeah, I'd probably put it there, I think. Although the more I think about it, like, this God of War 1 is really good. Do you know what? No, it's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. Fuck you. Then we have. I'll go on to this game. I have thoughts about this game. This game's shit. I had such a bad time with Ascension. The combat does not flow as well. It just feels. You get stopped by so much stuff. The shield enemies are just awful. The parkour is just annoying. The puzzles are a bit too much. And like I said, the shield enemies just tank the pacing of the combat. This one felt like 20 hours. I think it only took me 10. This felt like the longest game in the series, and I can see why people don't like it. For the longest time, I was like, it can't be that bad. And for the first hour or two, I was like, no, it isn't that bad, but it is bad. It is bad. It's not like the worst game I've ever played, but it is a bad God of War game, in my opinion. I just didn't like it. I probably won't play through that one again. My least favorite of all of them, personally. I just can't. I just can't with that. It's an F. I have nothing but negative things to say about that one. Visually, it looked fine. It just looked a bit weird, but no, no, disgusting. Poo-poo, get it out of here. God of War, I'm going to leave God of War 3 because it's the one I just finished recently. God of War 2018, I love this game. I'm putting it in S. I think it is an absolutely, now that I've played the originals, thinking about it more often, like, I'm going to go back and play it. I'm going to go back and play it again, but it's what they do with Kratos' character and how they handle what he's been through. Now that I know the full extent of what he's been through and what he's done, it is just masterful. The combat is great. The story, like I said, is fantastic. Visually, it's stunning. It's epic. It's heartfelt. It is just great. It's a lot easier than the rest of them, granted, but it is still just fantastic, and I love it. It's definitely going in S. Like, it's just fantastic. Ragnarok, again, I'm putting that in S. I don't know where I'd put it. I'd probably say they're about the same, although I feel like Ragnarok has a better combat loop, and I think they're about the same, but I think I enjoy Ragnarok just a bit more because, again, story is amazing, combat is fantastic, the open world is insane, I love it. Again, so heartfelt, so even more this time epic. There's so much going on, but it's not in a bad way. The performances are fantastic. Just everything about this game is just S tier to me. It is absolutely fucking brilliant. Now, I've left God of War 3 to last for a specific reason. That's because I think it's S tier. I think God of War 3 is absolutely fucking fantastic. This is the only game where I finished it and I had no issues with it at all. Like, there was nothing that annoyed me. Whereas, like, Ascension, most of the game annoyed me. Ghost of Sparta, I think just the repetitiveness annoyed me. God of War 1, the platforming annoyed me. God of War 2, I don't remember what really annoyed me about God of War 2. I think it might have just been the early swamp areas, and then that's about it. But honestly, do you know what? Actually, I'm gonna put God of War 2 in A, because it is A. It is A. Like, the more I think about it, the more I don't really have much bad to say about it, but I don't love it. I do think it's very good though. So I'll probably put God of War up to a B. Yeah, I love God of War 3. I think it's fantastic. I have some notes. The opening is absolutely just goated. The sense of the jump to PS3 here, obviously it's PS4 now, but the jump to PS3, the scale they are able to just achieve with this, the opening is just epic. The scale is immense. It feels like the end of this like journey. The combat is just perfect, fantastic. The weapon selection is incredible. Like, there's just I'm gonna go for the platinum, and I thought I wouldn't go for any of them because I just thought, I'm not good at hack and slash games. I thought it'd be too difficult, but I'm gonna go for the platinum with this one because I just love it. The underworld opening with Hades is incredible. The boss fight with Hades is just visually amazing, and the fight itself is great. Just even I don't have anything negative to say about this. Like, the Hercules fight is great. The Kronos fight was absolutely ridiculous, and I loved it. And the scale and the ending. I absolutely loved God of War 3. It has entered my favorite games of all time. I absolutely adore it. It's fantastic. It is S tier goated. The best of the Greek saga, in my opinion. I love it. It's amazing. It's just incredible. So that's my ranking of the God of War series. Yeah, let me know what you think. I probably won't play through Ascension or these two again. I might go back to this, and I'll probably go back to that at some point. But overall, really solid franchise. After being like just introduced with these two and going back to all of these, I'm really glad I did, because it was a fun journey to see the ups and downs. But yeah, I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you do enjoy this, remember to like, drop a comment, subscribe for more. You can support me on Patreon, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, links in the description. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.